Hey, what's up? My name is MC Cuts, aka King of the Mic. I'm here to tell you a story how I got HIV, but at the same time, the story is supposed to help a parent out there watch out for their child, help a fellow young boy out there know how these things happen, or probably to give you a hint and you avoid it, help anybody out there that's affected and infected with HIV to show them life goes on. You still have hope, you still have dreams to chase. I've been chasing my dreams. I think I've had this business 12, 13 years. Still top of my game. You can use Google and see. Hey, my name is MC Cat. How are you? I fail to define who I am because I'm a caliber of so many things. I'm a father. I'm a music manager. I'm an HIV/AIDS activist. I'm a TV presenter. I'm a journalist. I'm a music executive producer, if you can call it that. Yeah, that's a little bit so. It's a whole package. You're not video all of that together.
Right. The main issue, or the main reason why we want to our MC Cats, twagala ate abena teka through this journey. What the industry, I believe cats industry, rough industry, mazemu.
I would say I've been in the industry for 20 years, solid. It could be more, but what I know it can't be less.
Solid is 20.
Solid.
Yeah.
I know I'm not less than 20, so
okay. So
I have to take you through 20 years. You'll have Mugenda Kutula for some time.
All right.
I probably remember everything because it's been a whole.
You're Edwin Katamba, right?
Yeah, Edwin Katamba is my name, but the world knows me as MC Cats, even Gogo. When you type MC and KATS, all the way from Uganda, East Africa, it's the name that appears up with all stories, false, true, but you'll see the journey. I'll explain my own self, not internet, take up explaining.
Hi, to MC Cats to together from the beginning. The first time you felt that you entertainment, or you felt that entertainment gene in you?
My mother tells me when I was young, I used to hold a Bible and stand in the compound Nimbanga Abudirenji. Ninga Bible, I think I was like 4, 6 years old. Ngasivi money. But because psychologically my mother, yayat kuzanga every evening we go to for fellowships. Fellowships they work at home, in-house fellowships, minus Sunday. So a little bit privileged that my mother was among the people, my mother and my grandmother, bali ku bantu abatandika church ne Pastor Kayanji, Mr. Pastor, Professor Robert Kayanji, with all respect. Bali babulira enjiri ku street. Gospel preaching on streets has not started now. It's from way back. Nga daddy waffe musuubuzi nga mami atoola ku sente za daddy n'azitwala mu church. It's one of the things that really messed up my father and mother relationship. That's the story because I'm not muto. That's the story I've been told. But starting okutandika okutegeera nzitukiranga buli Sunday kugenda ku church. PPC, Watoto Church, area of Kampala Road. That was like a must for us, Ewaka. Mind you, my father is a Muslim. So at that around the 7th, 8th kid of 16 children of my father, who had like 6 women. So, but the good thing at Kuzawamu, that was the best part of it. Yachikola knew that there was no mother in the house, so that we don't have stepmother stories. But Penanga to the worker. So fast forward, school. It being that I'd grown up in church, I'm singing in church, I'm dancing in church. When I went back to school in Mwiri, that is secondary, senior 1, it was easy to join fellowship because some kids had seen me in church already. Yeah? So, and that fellowship, we had started this generation of church shouldn't be boring. We are putting on pins that I'd been watching Puff Daddy all my life. we are dressing like church should not be boring. So I carried the same spirit to Mwiri. So I was easily identified in the school, yeah. Then Interact took me on because I'd been singing in church, doing Count Franklin, Mary, all those artists that are the 2000 gospel artists that were banging, were miming their songs in Oils of Gladness. So Interact takes me in the sense of we were going to schools. You know how Interact in schools be. Yeah? So Kazora was as entertainment prefect, like, you have an ish.
Kazora was in school.
Yeah, Mwiri. Yeah, he was entertainment prefect.
Okay.
So he's like, when we're going as Interact, you bring in the gospel part of the show. Because Kazora, it being an entertainment prefect, in a TV somewhere. Saying Araba channel or Araba East Africa TV was a bit ahead of us. We can't include them church. Nga kept settled those videos. So we knew how Franklin was dressing, how GP, are you in there? What they were doing. So I also had a clue. So yeah, I'm picking among. I will start. I went to schools, man, and by then it was the coolest thing you could ever do. Coolest thing to go to Nabisus and those kids are yelling, smiling, crying. Go to Nabingo, go to all those single schools. I've been there, Namugongo, all those single schools were there. So my face became a bit, I'm talking senior. Nari nature, you know how you come into school, senior one, bullying and all that. So I joined around senior one, end of second term, third term. So you can imagine if you've gone to those schools and you come back for holiday. So I'm still at my father's place. But of course, we had things in holidays. Now, it being in church, come, I don't know how God does these things. It being in church, nga truly energetic. Like nga kepi segena neimba mu Miracle Center, negena kansanga Miracle Center, negena ku full gospel. We over 50 kids with energy. Like we get on stage, it is not church anymore. You can't believe it's church. So an NGO came to church. They were like, sorry, I have cough, yeah. They were like, your energy is vibrant. We've got some donors. We want to take a message to secondary schools. What's the message? Early pregnancies, protect yourself with protection against HIV, staying in schools. So our part was to entertain, then they talk, because they couldn't go to schools and just be talking. It would be boring. And they couldn't get people in the secular world because I think they felt it doesn't matter. The songs you're singing about rubber dubbing, women dancing. So gospel hit it. So I have two scenarios. When I go back to school, I'm touring schools. When I come back in holidays, they are taking me to by then it was Little Flowers. They're taking me to sharing. So the fame is coming. Now, to quick start, I was singing. I used to do the Count Franklin parts in church. GP, I in there, Count Franklin and all that. So when we went to these schools, they noticed the way they were speaking to them kids would be like, Bayo, you're boring. They didn't know the English terminology of talking to these kids, the language, how to display things. So because I was MC, Count Franklin, and singing, they were like, oh, why we give you these things? For them to explain to them, to the kids, the way what? You're getting the irony. The way they will understand, because I have pins, I have jeans, I have Timberlands. My mother's gone abroad, he sends me clothes and shoes. Like, Pop Dad is putting on something, I have it the next month. That's how I end up into like going to holiday gatherings. When they get holidays, they will do school tours. Then in holidays, they tell them, we shall meet at Little Flowers. So we have over 40 schools of kids. Then the next one is say in Lugogo. That's even how I got on TV. That's how TV saw me. But that's way front. We keep talking. But in between there, senior 1, senior 2, I'm doing that. Okay. Senior 3, the face is familiar. The school loves me. It's a single school. Whenever there's anything, I have to be. Kazora is like, yo, we have this donkey, rehearse whatever you have to rehearse with your team. Okay, there are no calls, but because now we are calling. So it outgrew me. So senior 3, around second term, there's an inter-school competition, Ginger inter-school competition, to see the biggest school entertainment in Ginger. So we ask for permission. Nibajituma. So we tell Kazora Gamba Abaganya, I think towards exams. So they were like, no, you people, by now you have to what? Yeah, I'm still in Muiri College. But there I'm a virgin, I've never had sex, but the girls love me. They scream. I'm starting to even change how I talk, look. I can go back in holidays and I step on stage like. By the way, I called myself MC Cat. It's funny how Puff Daddy had so much influence on me. So when I go search, I get to know Sean Combs, his real names. So I got my Katamba name, cut it to Cats. Then the MC was like, I'm a huge boy, man. Put the MC on that. We escaped from school to go for this competition.
You refused. You decided to escape.
Yeah, we felt like we owned Ginger. Muiri owned Ginger. You can't do competitions and we're not there. Uje Mugambe, you own Ginger. We escaped. Good show. Killed the show. We were like 15 people. I'm in senior 3, there's some senior 4s, senior 5s. That's what I being the entertainment preparator. Banarabiranga siriwo bajja kutegeera muti. Nakibaddemu. Mumusazeewo. Go at your own risk. So after the show, because it was a day show, it was inter-school, around 7, 8, we couldn't go back to school because they would see us. We needed to get in the night because if you don't know Muiri, it's like, I don't know how we call them kilometers, but it's on the top of the hill. So it will take you, because we didn't have money for cars, it will take you 45 minutes to get from the top of the hill, walking to the main road. And you're passing through bushes. We used to call them Salvadors. Bushes like people's gardens and all that. So you can't go during the day. Peer pressure, group pressure. We go out. We can't. We go. We have won. We're excited. That's the first time I entered nightclub.
Are you still in touch with some of the guys you used to escape?
Yeah. I see them. They're bosses. They're corporate people. Their world is different. Lawyers, engineers. I meet them, and every time I had just like on Monday, I met one. It's called Dash, and it was his birthday, and we totally just started talking about our old days.
Among them, is there any person in your life?
Wow, I can't place it.
Among those you're seeing these days, have you found anyone?
I bet most of them are broad engineers, doctors, businessmen.
Okay, now
Muiri was a hard school. It groomed you to be. You had to love entertainment, diverse. It was school, and they give you the structure of life is engineer, doctor, lawyer. Okay. Don't play with it.
A bit. Please, for those of you who are watching us, you're watching this platform for the first time. This is MC Cat's Foundation. I request you and subscribe. And after subscribing, there is that notification bell. Please tap it, such that whenever we upload the next episode, you're the first to watch it.
It's right here, MC Cat Foundation. Subscribe, yeah. I have a few videos there, my daughters, just to show how my life moves. Some of the things I've done with Buganda Kingdom, Uganda AIDS Commission, speech with the presidents. I think it's the most trending. Okay, we shall come to that when we get there.
Now, back to your first time in the club.
Yeah. First time to dance with a woman. First time to, I'd been horny before, but horny with a particular woman on you, where you even don't know what you should do. She's on you, and I tried to test alcohol. It was sour. I vomited it onto the toilet and puked it. But I'm a good dancer, yeah. So I'm in the club already. The face is familiar. Then I'm dancing. Then my clothes are cool, so you can imagine the girls in the club. But there is this particular one. I think she was from Wanyange girls. I met her some time back. She's a mother of like 4. That one, I also had a feeling, man. We go back. Now, when we go back, there is, if you remember, people were in Ginger, the agriculture show. It's a 1-week agriculture show where people come and show their agricultural products, how to treat animals, seeds you should plant, spraying, cattle raising, poultry, etc. So most schools used to invite there. And it comes to that agriculture show, bam, we have no phones by then. I meet this girl again. She's like, man, first we're staying, we're going back what we had last time. Remember, agriculture show, you're taken by the school official. I didn't come with changing clothes. Our uniform was so bad because it was shorts that are white. That's why I put on white to remind me of school quickly. And shirts that are white, that they will see you from the other side. Because they bring you as a gang, you as a group, you go visiting these stores. So white can be seen that this one has left the... the girl is sharp. I think that girl had already seen life. And I think she was even a class ahead of me. She was in senior 4, I was in senior 3. Tanguli dengo I'm not even now concentrating on the agriculture. I'm just looking as she come back, she waves, I run. We stay. We go back to the club. And that's the first time my private parts were touched, and the first time I came by a female. I was like, wow. So me staying, unfortunately, abantu abalala, other kids also stayed. Same drill, we shall go back later in the night, like 4 a.m. when everyone is asleep, or 3 a.m. We go back to school and it's on fire. There was a strike.
Before when you used to escape, they never bought you.
I was too smart.
Because
Mwiri, at around 5 you leave class, at around 7 you in preps. So what you do for preps is you appear. Then one view, like you're going to the toilets. They see you, but like 7:30 one goes, 7:45 another one walks out. So psychologically, even the master rules, because preps sometimes the mabanga but teachers, you have to revise them. So somebody thinks you've gone to the toilet, you're around, pass through, go down, turn. But with different streams, but we know that today we are going. It's a click.
Okay, come back, the school is on strike.
Yeah, subscribe, MCCAS Foundation. It's going to be an interesting 20 years of explaining things. I try to remember everything. So when the school is on fire, they've broken the deputy's office, they've broken the main office, they're burning the main gate, they're burning the dining, they've broken things all over, laboratories are broken. Police is inside the school. So police had made an order, everyone go to your dormitory. Kati the route we used, the dormitory that was near, was because we're all from different dormitories. Dormitories are where we're back. Right, so after dormitory, we had to bunch into one dormitory, of which everyone have been told to go to their dormitories. That means we're in that dormitory. They're decas, So after police had dispersed everybody in the dormitories, they started going to dormitory to see who's missing, who could have caused this. They get a dormitory, and each like deca, senior 4, senior 3, senior 5, each deca has like a person. But if you don't sleep on this bed, that means you're illegally on this bed. Then I never took us to Ginger, police, whatever. Over 25 kids. So we slept in the cells. In the morning, HM was like, call your parents. Or the school was calling our parents. It was now I was going back to my dad and tell them I'm expelled. Dad, psychologically, I'm a church boy. Dad wants me to be an engineer lawyer because my dad had not gone to school. He was just a bright boy in business and he got money, but yari yakomwa P7. So I not guilt here, my kids have to go to school. That's why he took us to good schools. Thanks to Mr. Sula. They tell us they are calling our parents. So if we are in the cell, we were there the whole night. Never tuta or regular. They didn't allow us to go back to school. They told us go back home and come back with your parents. Without even transport, but I had an auntie. My mom is abroad. I had an auntie named taxi. The taxi that took me back to Kampala. When we reached my auntie's shop, I had to spare parts. I just sent her. She has money. I'll explain to her. Long story short, come back. I tell auntie, I tell exactly what has happened. Like your dad is going to kill you, not even murder you, kill you. As one of my dad's favorites, he's going to just kill you. You will never get it. First of all, you became a born again, yet he's a Muslim. But he thought being a born again, you will be organized. The way he's educating you is like you have to be like the sunshine of the family. The first lawyer, the first engineer.
Yes.
Now you tell him you Ajakut. So I move in with my auntie. I tell him don't first call mom. To my mom. My mom Juliet, pressure. I need to soak muga. She has just flown out.
So you got into this problem. Who can that was your auntie.
My auntie. Wangu yajange wakana twala out. When mom left abroad, it was like the mother figure. Genda yabana bango batwalenga out naweereza engoye zibatwalire. Eddie yagambe yagala kikusomero kitegere. But then when my mother flies out, the bali bachakanye mne muzeyi. My father brought another woman home. They were around at pie. Kati love ya daddy ngegenze ekendera since her mom has gone. So we brainstorm. Now to the kind of time we forge a report. When I'm aunt, for the first time I was in a jail. Bwaba aunt had day to clean and get to them within but answer the summer. There is no way I'm going to repair things. I take you know I've done nothing. This only problem I did is escaping. So aunt is in for me. Nangamba, relax. Tam had like 1 month. As I said there. Egweko, we shall go back to daddy for the report, act like you're from school. That happens with you know how parents be, they see a report, you're back. So the other time my auntie is like, you know what? Ngenda kuteka in a hostel and you go to a day school as we plan. As a value until we finish senior 4.
Yeah, our
daddy doesn't know. Daddy knows I'm in Mwe.
Okay.
My dad didn't know I wasn't in Mwe until after senior 4, where I had to show the transcript. He gets me a place at Mark High. Primary school I was in a single school, boarding. Mwiri is boarding, single. I go to a mixed school.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is MC Cancel in Kakamba story 20 years in the industry.
How I got HIV is going to be a dilemma.
Yeah, of course, he's ready to tell us the full story, how he got HIV. And get everyone. See, we're going to be doing so many episodes.